What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another video. So today is Thursday the 13th of May, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through something I haven't done in a while. I don't think since I was in Seville when I was aggressively cutting, and that is a full day of eating video. I'm going to be showing you through everything I'm eating and everything I'm taking in general to be as strong as possible within every session, but also to be as strong as possible in the lead up to my comp, which is just over 8 weeks out now, which is crazy to think. So I woke up this morning at 92.4 kilos, which is just under my cutoff weight, which is 93 kilos. So what I'm doing right now, and what I've been doing for a while, is basically just maintaining weight between about 91 and 92-ish kilos. That's kind of how my weight's been fluctuating, and I'm just maintaining that, fueling my body well to be able to train well and be as strong as possible. So I've been eating about 3,200 calories per day. I'll put the exact macronutrients up here, and like I said, I'm just going to be taking you through what I've been eating and everything I'm taking in. But first thing I'll do, I haven't even had anything yet. I've not even had a sip of water. I literally just weighed in, got changed. Oh, where's the glass? First thing I do is just have a glass of water, because you got to remember, you've slept for a good couple hours, you haven't taken anything in, so the morning you're really dehydrated. So first thing I'll have is just a glass of water. But I have to admit, does anyone else think this? See, first thing in the morning, water tastes rank. Like, in different scenarios, water tastes better. So yeah, I'll have that, and then I'll show you meal one. Very simple first meal. So 3 slices of Hovis soft white bread with 30 grams of Flora Light butter. Then my usual protein yogurt. It doesn't look great, but trust me, it tastes great, and it's really good to get a lot of protein in early. So a whole tub of 0% fat Greek style yogurt from Tesco. 45 grams of my salted caramel whey protein from My Protein. And then 20 grams of Biscoff. Absolutely love this stuff. All mixed in. Again, doesn't look great, but trust me, tastes amazing. And then I've just got 1 wee scoop of my creatine, which I have every morning. I've got the tropical flavour just mixed in with water. The whole meal comes to about 950 calories with 84 grams of protein and 94 grams of carbs. I'm not too sure on the fats. I'll put the calories and macros on screen. But yeah, I always like to just get a lot of protein in early, because I feel, for me and my clients, like getting a lot of protein in really early just makes the rest of the day easier. So you're not like trying to scramble for it. I know people will be like, oh, 84 grams of protein, like is that optimal within one meal? Shut up. It's more optimal than me not getting my protein goal at the end of the day, and that's what matters. So that's what I do. But yeah, gonna enjoy this meal. I've got a little bit of client work to do, and that is basically my pre-workout meal before I head to the gym. I always like to get about 1,000 calories in before I go to the gym, just about, and then I'll go train, and that'll do me. I'll be going to train. It's 10 right now. I'll probably go train at like 11-ish, so it's a good amount of time to let it digest before I go. And today we have an SBD session, so squat, bench, deadlift. Quite a big deadlift set, going for 240 for 3, which after squats and bench will be tough. So yeah, I'll take you through that, and I'll see you in the gym. Parked up outside the gym, but before I head in, I know one thing. Like I said, I'd talk to you about everything I take in to perform well. One big thing I know a lot of people talk about is caffeine. For me, like my caffeine intake throughout the day, like if I've got a big work shift, then I'll have a coffee in the morning, and then before I work out, it'll either be a Monster or some form of pre-workout, like an actual pre-workout, but I haven't had one of them in ages. Plus I've been enjoying just having a Monster to like drink while I'm driving, like before my workout, just in the flat, and then driving to the gym, because the gym's not too far away. If I've not got a big work shift, or I'm trying to cut down on caffeine a little, I'll have a decaf coffee in the morning. But this morning I didn't have a lot of work to do before coming to the gym, so I just didn't have any coffee. So max I'll have is like a coffee and a Monster or a pre-workout, but I try and have like a decaf in the morning, because for me it's just the act of drinking like a warm drink more than anything. Anyway, first up is 187.5 kilos 4x4 on squat, so let's go. An absolutely excellent session there. Everything just felt fantastic. The past 2 times I've done that session, the SPD session, I've had things on, so I've trained 4 days in a row. So I've been really fatigued, not having that rest in between, and plus like I've been pretty social, so it's always kind of like carried over, like the after effects, lack of sleep, all this stuff. Like last week, things moved fine, but I just felt meh. Whereas today, everyone moved great and felt amazing. So I'm just really pleased. The 240 deadlift was nothing. I knew straight from the warm-ups, I can see in like the 220 final warm-up, like I said, just I knew it was going to be fine, and that's after squats and bench, so just like a comp. What I always do after a session, I just come home, I send my lifting videos to my coach, just with a little update, so you can see that. Hopefully that'll, what's it called? You'll be able to see it, hopefully. Send that off and just chill for like 20 minutes. Now we're going to get into meal 2. I don't actually really know what's going to be. I'm going to see what I have. Stopped off at Aldi to get some stuff for dinner, which will be meal 3. But what I'm going to do is make meal 2. I've got a client program to update, shower, and I've got some marketing work to do, and then we'll get into meal 3. But let's get meal 2 sorted first. Oh, that's a little bit stiff. Oh. The most simplest meal I could chuck together, but still a good one. So 3 slices of whole wheat soft white bread, 2 bananas because fruit, and 30 grams of flour light just for some fats, and then a whole tin of Newgate baked beans. Baked beans are really underrated. Like this whole can has 20 grams of protein in it. This whole meal comes out to about 1,000 calories and 33 grams of protein. I'm gonna get a lot more protein in later, but I'll put the exact calories and macros here. Again, a good balance of them all. Probably could do a bit more protein in this meal, but I had a lot of breakfast, which means like I said, I'm not playing catch up with protein. In fact, I'm easily managing it, so I don't need to worry about it by getting a lot in early. Now, I'm gonna sit, watch some TV, and chill, do some work, shower, and then we'll get to meal 3. Alright team, so welcome back to another recipe video. In this recipe we're going to be covering spaghetti bolognese. All you're going to need is 1 pepper, 1 onion, some spaghetti, some bolognese sauce, and 5% fat lean mince, and also some salt and some pepper for seasoning. I got all these ingredients from Aldi, but again you can get the same ingredients pretty much anywhere. Just make sure to get 5% fat lean mince. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up the vegetables. So just cut into the pepper and then cut in half, pull the little white bits out and the seeds out. Then I just like to go over to the sink, give them a little bit of a wash inside just to make sure they are clean. Just chopping them up. Now, if you have a different technique for chopping them up, go for that. This is how I was taught. To be honest, I'm not really good at chopping up veg, so maybe I'm not the best person to follow. But it doesn't take too long. And like I say, you just want to cut up all the peppers into tiny little blocks before moving on to the onion. So with the onion, you're just going to cut off either side so you can peel it easy enough. Now, for this recipe, we're only going to need half the onion, so you just want to cut it in half, and then we're going to give it a quick wash first, and then we're just going to cut it in half, and then just chop up into little bits, just like the pepper. You can add more veg if you like, but I tend to just have onions and peppers, but I know a lot of people tend to put other things in bolognese as well. That's completely up to you. Mushrooms, some people even put carrots. If you want to add more, especially if you want to make that meal really high in volume, go for it. Wash your hands after as well, because you're most likely going to be stinking of onion. Next, you're going to want to fill your kettle with water and set it to boil, and you're going to weigh out 100 grams of spaghetti. Then you're going to fill the saucepan with the boiling water from the kettle, set it to a high heat, and then you're going to put your 1 calorie spray oil in your frying pan, set that to a high heat, and put half the packet of the 5% mince in. That'll be 250 grams. All the packets are usually 500 grams, so half is 250. You want to cook the mince until it's fully brown and then add the veg. Set the frying pan to a low heat whilst mixing the veg. Then you're going to just add some seasoning, a small bit of salt and pepper, and then you're going to add the bolognese sauce, half the jar. That comes to 250 grams. Again, the jar is 500, so that's easy enough. On the low heat, just stirring it through, giving it a couple of minutes until it's all mixed in. Then you just put the pasta in the colander, let the water drain through it, and then you can plate everything, and that's it. Very simple, very easy, and as you can see, it's a big plate full of food for less than 600 calories. It's very tasty, very enjoyable, and most importantly, very filling. I swear, after it, like, I had some low-calorie ice cream in the fridge, and I didn't know if I could eat it because I was so full. So yeah, enjoy it. I'll put the calories and macros on screen now. Obviously, you don't need to track the veg, and you don't need to track the seasoning because it's very little. Less than 600 calories, really good amount of protein, really good amount of carbs, and very low fat. So that's it from me, guys. If you have any questions regarding the recipe, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Tell you what, that was a good fucking meal. I am so full, and I'm so tired. I've just done so much recording today. Obviously that video for my clients, which I've just put in to show you guys. So that's kind of like recipe content I'm now making for the private client group. I've really been putting in so much effort to get the content within that group like next level. So if you join the team, you know, you're just going to learn so much. So yeah, now I've got a little bit of room. I think I can stomach a little bit more because I think that leaves me on... Still got about 600-ish calories left after that meal, sitting on around just under 2,600. So I got some ice cream from Aldi, low calorie ice cream, and I'll just have 2 of the little brunch bars to finish off the food for the day. So I ran off with this Aldi ice cream cookie, chocolate chip cookie dough, 375 calories. And then just these 2 little brunch bars, which are all around 650 calories. Put the calories and macros for this little, I guess it's a meal, here. And then what I'll do is I'll just put all my calories and macros for the day right here so you can see. I know that I've went over slightly by like 10 calories. I know I've hit my protein goal, which is all I really care about. The balance of fats and carbs, I know I've got a balance of them. So yeah, overall a good day. Dylan, how are you been? The channel's not seen you in a while.
I've been alright, busy, but I've been alright.
How's working at the new gym?
It's good, busy.
Yeah, basically, you know, what I didn't realise about this deal of me moving this flat was I was basically going to live alone. Because Dylan lives in the gym and pops in here like twice a day. And I see him for like 5 minutes, which...
Sleep here for about 7 hours and then that's it.
Yeah, and like, considering we were like attached to the hip during lockdown, I'm quite upset. But that's the video, guys. Feeling really strong, training's going well. As of next week, 8 weeks out from comp. Oh, one thing I probably should mention in terms of steps. I'm not really worrying about steps at the minute. I've just got a good balance with my diet. Like I go a good walk every like other day or something, but it's kind of like unconscious. So I've got a good balance with my energy expenditure with steps and stuff, but I don't really focus on it. I just train hard, eat around that, and just make sure my weight stays the same, so that I don't go over 93s. But that's it. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.